So we're gonna try this podcast thing again, guys. What do you think?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
It's been too long.
It's been too long. Yep, you're right. All right. Well, this is the 18th episode of shows that we've done.
Shows.
Of shows. Yeah. First episode of the rebranded, all new, all different.
So different.
Yeah. So different. What are we calling it? We're calling it the Nerd Overload.
The Nerd Overload podcast.
Yeah. That sure is descriptive.
Yeah.
That is a name, but it sticks. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to go worse, we could do nerdoverload.com podcast.
The official podcast of nerdoverload.com. Brought to you by Stuff and places where we record.
Stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
I want that stamp money.
Yeah. Sweet government stamp money.
Yeah.
Audible.com.
Books! Not just for reading anymore. No, so yeah. We're still the same three hosts. Do we need to introduce ourselves? I don't know. It's been what, like almost a year since we've done one?
Let's give them names, but I don't think they need anything else.
No, okay. Well, I'm Sam.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Cody.
Yeah. And that's someone's phone.
Yep, we're off to a great start here, folks.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Let me silence my phone. There we go.
And if you haven't noticed, we're trying to be a little more relaxed with this. The other show was kind of rigid, but whatever. But get things off, get things going. I guess we'll just talk about what we've been checking out, here recently. I guess. I'll let you guys go first.
What have we been doing?
Because I can't think of anything.
Yeah. I've been playing those old Strong Bad games. The Telltale Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people.
Yeah.
It's been long enough since I played them when they came out that I don't remember a single thing at all. And it's basically like playing a new game, and they're still really, really funny.
Awesome. Yeah. I've always been kind of curious how well those things held up,
They do.
Yeah. Good.
Sometimes it's not terribly clear what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But even then, just like wandering around looking at stuff as Strong Bad is entertaining on its own.
Cool.
Do we watch any movies lately? I don't know. Last movie we saw in theaters was Pacific Rim, and that's kind of old by this point.
Yeah, it's kind of old.
I could talk about it for a good 30 minutes about how disappointed I was, but...
No one wants to hear that. What else? I can't think.
Well, I'll talk for a minute and let you guys think. Well, last night at work I watched El Santo and Blue Demon versus the Monsters, old luchador movie from I think it was the mid '70s. It was right in the middle of the luchador movie craze in Mexico. It was not good. It was
no way.
No, I mean it was super good in the so bad it's good kind of thing. Like the monsters were just awful. Like it was the monsters in it were Frankenstein or like Frankenstein. They like
Frankenstein.
Yeah, they spelled it weird at the the first 8 minutes is just wrestling, and not even like El Santo and Blue Demon wrestling. It's a bunch of lady luchador wrestlers, burly lady dude wrestlers with El Santo with like cuts of El Santo clearly not in the same ring area, wearing a suit, looking concerned like he's their manager or something, which is never brought up again. But before that, they trot everyone out on like a hill one by one and put like a name tag of everything, and Frankenstein was spelled like Franquestain. Frankenstein. And he had a goatee. He had a Fu Manchu goatee. Yeah, and the Wolfman was just some bum with like a fake wolf nose glued on his face, with his own natural scraggly beard and long hair. And the vampire, which was just some old guy in a suit going, ah! And of course the
Los
vampire.
Vampire.
Yeah, right, pretty much. And let's see, who else was in it? The vampire women, which were just scantily clad ladies with dollar store vampire teeth in, and a cyclops for some reason. Well,
Why not?
I mean, the scenes that he was like coming out of a swamp and stuff. So I guess he was supposed to be the
Odyssey Cyclops,
or the creature from the Black Lagoon would be my guess. But
I guess he wasn't in the
but his name tag was Cyclops. Just a Cyclops.
You looking at my eye?
Yeah, but it was pretty rough. El Santo was like over 50 when he filmed it, so he had like, the old man paunch. And I mean, a lot of the plot involved the mad scientist brainwashing. Oh no, not brainwashing. Making an evil clone of Blue Demon, who was another luchador, so the two luchadors could fight in suits on like Makeout Lane. 50-year-old El Santo was like sitting in his convertible at Makeout Lane with his 20-year-old girlfriend, and then Blue Demon pops out of nowhere wearing his t-shirt and slacks and starts wrestling him.
Oh god.
Oh, it's
Business casual luchadors.
yeah. Well, that's the whole fun part of those movies. I mean, you know, they're wrestlers and you know they're fighting. You know, you come for the fighting, but it's like I get more excited for like, oh man, 1,000 Masks is going to be doing his taxes. And they're wearing their masks the entire time in like suits, and they're talking like playing it totally straight. There's like no sense of camp or anything with it. It's totally straight and it's great.
Oh god.
It makes it even better. It is fantastic. So that give you guys enough time to think of something?
Yeah, I just realized I've been playing a lot of actually new video games.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
really do.
yeah.
Just realize that.
Yeah. Saints Row 4 I've been playing a lot of, and it is just it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best video game.
I've heard it's pretty much the best.
I mean, you were the president with superpowers in the Matrix. is the plot basically?
That's fantastic.
It just totally embraces it doesn't even try to be like straight. Like it just totally embraces the video game-ness of it.
Oh man, that's awesome.
There's a part at the beginning where you're stopping a nuclear missile from launching by climbing up the side of it. And while you're doing this and sacrificing your life for everyone, Aerosmith's Don't Want to Close My Eyes is playing in the background.
Oh man.
I laughed so hard and long at it. It was just the best thing.
Like if that's any indication.
Yeah. And then when you stop it, it explodes and blows you into the president's chair in the Oval Office. You just fall right into the chair, and he just leans back and puts his foot up on the desk.
Oh my god, that is great. That's great.
It is just seriously one of the best games I've played in a while.
Wow. Yeah. No, man.
Like all the good stuff people have been saying is perfectly warranted. It's that good.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, there's the dubstep gun.
Yeah. Nice.
Cut that out.
Yeah. Nope.
That, and I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, which is also really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot that MMOs haven't already done before.
Right.
But it's just super polished and super pretty and super Final Fantasy.
Well, good.
I would highly recommend if you were going to play an MMO to play that one.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the only game I've really been playing is an iOS game called Random Heroes. It's
I've played that before.
Yeah, it's like a little run and gunner thing. I mean, kind of repetitive. I've gone all the way through it. So I mean, there's no like after you beat the game, there's no like replayability really, other than unlocking other characters and guns and stuff. But I mean, it's just fun. It's just a fun little time.
Anything else? We do anything else?
A lot of X-Files.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's X-Files. It's a good show.
is the truth out there, you guys?
Apparently.
I want to believe it is. What else? I don't know.
A lot of Case closed.
Oh God.
Have you seen that
Animated
show?
choice
I don't
right
know.
now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it used to be on Adult
Oh,
Swim.
is that about the little kid, like the adult, the grown man in the little kid's body? Who
solves crimes.
Solves crimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly murders.
Horribly grisly murders.
It's a great show. I just like it's got good mysteries that you can try to solve along with Conan.
Nice. His name's Conan.
Yeah, Detective Conan is the Japanese name of the show.
Nice.
Well, it's after Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Gotcha. I was gonna say Conan O'Brien. He string dances into the crime scene. There's been a crime.
If his hair was red and he didn't wear glasses, he kind of looked a little bit like Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Just like the convoluted ways he has to tell people the solution to the crime, though, because he can't go out and say, "Oh, I solved it," because nobody believes him because he's a kid.
Yeah.
He always has to, he has this tranquilizer dart watch. He also always has to tranquilize somebody, and then he's got his voice changer bow tie, and then change it to their voice and have them solve the mystery. But it's like, why is no one asking why their mouth isn't moving?
Or why it's not moving
Well,
at all.
because it's an anime. It goes off.
Yeah. Or why they're not looking at them. It's always they're always slumped down, to where maybe you can't see their mouth, but still
Yeah.
why won't you look me in the eye while you're solving the mystery?
I've suddenly become incredibly shy. All right. Well, this seemed like a pretty good place to take a break.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. And then we'll get into a discussion topic or something when we get back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
So yeah, we're back. I don't know. We have a discussion or something we want to talk about here.
Well, we're going to talk about fan entitlement.
Oh yeah, fan entitlement. Yeah, we were talking about this beforehand, but recently, and I mean this has been going on for a while, since the internet basically, but here recently it has become very rampant. The idea of fan entitlement, fans who think that they know best for their favorite properties or whatever, like the Ben Affleck thing with Batman. Where he was announced, and first off, I want to say he'll do a fine job.
I've come around on it too.
The more I've thought about it, and I mean, I wasn't really upset about it at first. It was mostly just making jokes about his previous movies, but
mostly Mallrats.
He was the Bomb and Phantoms, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I mean he'll do a good job. You know what? It's time for an older kind of more a fun Batman, not like the Christian Bale
And then
angry Batman.
Here's the secret: how hard could it be to play Batman?
Yeah, exactly.
Not very.
Exactly. You have your stunt person punch a few dudes. You have a strong chin. You talk with a gruff voice. That's about it. But I mean, it hit when the news broke, and I remember when it broke because I was driving to work and actually waited till I got to work to find it. The fan outcry was so loud and so just it was weird. It was weird to see people go that nuts over something that really has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, where do fans get off?
What really grinds my gears?
Yeah. But no, seriously. I mean, what? Could you explain it to me? I just don't understand it.
Just people invest so much time into something that I think they think it means they should have some sort of say in how it goes, which is not really how it works.
That's not how it works. Yeah, exactly.
And all that time you invested, that's your own fault.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with the new Doctor Who, that Peter Capaldi.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do fine. You know what? The movies that he's been in, he's played almost like he's probably going to be written like an older David Tennant. You know, kind of goofy, but then have a real weird streak of
super seriousness.
And hopefully he curses a lot, because this Capaldi guy curses a lot in his other stuff. But it's like, all these people on the internet are like, oh, he's so old and gross, we're gonna stop watching the show until you bring Matt Smith back again, or whatever. It's like, what the fuck? Come on.
When they switched to Matt Smith, what were people saying about him?
Oh, he was too young.
He's too young?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going so far as people are making internet petitions, and there is nothing more time wasted than an internet petition, because you know what? It's just people yelling into the void.
Yeah.
It's like what we're doing here.
Let's start an internet petition against obnoxious fans.
Against internet petitions? Yeah. Oh, I bet we get 1 million signatures, though.
And then that website that does them will just shut down afterwards.
Yeah,
We understand now.
Yeah, we get it.
We're done.
We get it. Yeah. But I just don't get me wrong. I'm a fanatic. I get into weird stuff. Comic books and movies and all this stuff. I get it. But I don't think I'll ever be so vested in something that I have no connection to outside of being a fan of, to where I will, lose my cool about.
I know.
Yeah.
It,
What it boils down to is that it's someone else's art that they're making, and they're just trying to, take it from them.
Yeah.
Exactly, I mean...
It's someone else's, idea and decision, and...
I just realized the closest I've ever been to doing something like this, like being upset like that, is when Game Grumps dropped John.
Yeah, you were pretty whiny about that.
I got pretty upset about that.
Oh, it's just not the same. Well, I'm done watching Game Grumps.
And
To the internet.
And guess what? I like it better now.
Yeah. Well, you see, but you were voicing your opinion. At least you weren't directing it directly to the people.
I wasn't like, you bring John back right now.
These people I'm talking about are like, they're tweeting, and I mean, a lot of this is because of Twitter. Because with Twitter and Facebook, but Twitter especially, you get more connection or more. I guess implied's not the right word, but it gives the feeling that you're more connected with the creators.
Yeah.
Than
I have a voice now.
This person's on Twitter and I'm on Twitter, and they follow and I follow them. That means we're friends. This is everything you've done wrong. But
I actually unsubscribed to Game Grumps at one point, and then shamefully resubscribed back later.
That's your own fault.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pretty big change.
It was a big and shocking change with no warning.
They didn't warn at all.
Well, such is life, I guess.
So I got used to it, but I like it better.
Yeah, I think Dan is funnier than John ever was.
Yeah.
John really just kind of yelled a lot, but I still like John though. He's a great guy, but
But yeah, I mean, I just don't get it. Why people lose their mind over stuff?
It just let people make what they're gonna make. You getting involved is not gonna make it better,
Right?
And you're not gonna end up with the real thing that the creator wanted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about like E.T. Like after Steven Spielberg made Jaws. I guess E.T. wasn't really the next big. Was it the next big movie that
I don't know.
Spielberg done?
don't know.
Yeah, for this example, we'll say it was.
We'll just assume
I'm
that
probably wrong. It doesn't matter. But let's just say
Close Encounters might have been in
Close
there.
Encounters. Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Somewhere, you know what? It probably was Close Encounters because I think E.T. was more late '80s.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jaws was '70s and Close Encounters was
Late 70s.
late 70s,
Yeah.
early 80s. Okay, well, let's say Close Encounters. And, Jaws was a relatively, low-budget looking kind of movie. It was more like a character piece kind of thing with, very practical special effects and all this stuff. Where Close Encounters had a larger special effects budget. There was a grander story and scope and everything. What if he had gone through that transition from Jaws to Close Encounters today, and fans found out that, fans of shark movies, let's say shark movies were, I'm making a lot of assumptions in this, but just go with me, try to follow me. Let's say shark movies are a big, huge thing, and sci-fi movies aren't. And you found out that Steven Spielberg's next movie after Jaws was Close Encounters. If he made it then, you wouldn't really get that much of a fan backlash, because no one would really know about it, and and if they knew about it, they wouldn't really have a direct line to them. Think about it today. Would there be people like standing over his shoulder going, "This isn't like your old thing. I want it to be exactly like your old thing. Do the thing you've already done over and over and over and over again." Or like, I don't know, like a famous painter like Da Vinci or whatever. What if someone saw the Mona Lisa and then saw the next couple things that he had painted, and they're going,
saw that sketch of that helicopter?
It's like, this is what I want. Draw ladies who might be dudes.
You're kind of smiling. Let creators create their stuff. And...
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? If you don't like it, complaining on the internet isn't going to do anything. Vote with your dollar. If you don't like what you want, don't go see it.
Fans are notoriously bad about not buying things.
Well, I mean, it's because there's a sense, and I admit I'm part of this, and I'm sure, and I think you guys are too, of spite watching things. I know we're going to be terrible, and we watch specifically so we can complain about them.
G.I. Joe.
Oh, there's no coughing.
We saw that in the theater because we knew it would be bad, and it was fun to be mad about it.
Yeah.
And we'll probably go see the third one when it comes out.
Oh, if it has Shipwreck in it, I will be there opening night. But as a culture, we have gotten bad about doing things specifically so we can be mad about them.
Because now we have that platform to be mad to the whole world.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. And I mean, it's not just in geekdom, which I mean, it's huge there, but it's not even that, because I don't really follow this stuff. But the that 50 Shades of Grey, that book that moms. Everyone's best friend's mom has read and had weird thoughts about. They're making a movie of it, and it's like the same day that they announced the main two leads, there were like immediate petitions and angry 40-year-old lonely housewives screaming about how the characters, the actors that they picked are not the people that they wanted, which secretly I think they all wanted to be cast as the chick. And
it's like kids being mad that they're not Harry Potter.
Exactly. Only not as gross.
I don't even understand how they're going to make this. Even an R is too light.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, are they going to be are they going to go back to the old-timey movie things where every time there's a weird sex scene with whipping people and handcuffs and feathers, I don't know. They're gonna slowly pan off off to the side,
I don't know, just have it implied.
They're behind a blind, and you just see outlines of things like cartoons or 50s or movies from the 30s.
No,
it's just a bad idea.
Yeah,
let's make erotic literature, which is porn, into a movie that's not porn.
Yeah. I mean, 50 Shades of Grey, I mean, it should be... It would work best as an adult film.
Yeah.
From what I've, read online, it's pretty hardcore stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, you know what? Adult films have become relatively mainstream. They could probably get away with it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, production values have jumped dramatically. Have you seen the Avengers porn?
No.
I mean, I haven't either, but I've seen trailers and I've seen clothed screenshots. Make that clear. I'm not a creep, ladies. But no, production value has gone up. They could get away with it.
And you know what? It would be one step closer to making pornography more acceptable for everybody, every consenting adult.
Yeah. I mean, America is way behind the times in, opening up to those sort of things.
Yeah, being not repressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would do good for the world in a weird sort of way if they just made it a legit point.
And I'll tell you what, a thing like 50 Shades of Grey would be the thing that would break through.
Yeah. It would be like Deep Throat.
Yeah.
It would just be that again.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that Lovelace movie I've heard is not very good. The movie based on the actress starring Amanda Seyfried, the chick with the big weird eyes or whatever.
From Mamma Mia.
Yeah. Yeah. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. She's doing some stuff in that movie.
But it would just be like that all over again, which is it's so weird when you think about it. Like, we've become so repressed again, like it's going in a loop.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about a loop because I don't see it coming back around anytime soon. I see it's getting more and more closed-minded about as a
Yeah, that's why it's not making a loop, because they're not doing it.
It's more like a U-turn.
Yeah. It's a loop it's a spiral that's getting smaller.
Yeah, right.
Because we have to be moral and
good Christians.
yeah. Because it's the Christian nation. We're going down speaking of slowly going in a down and down.
Let's move away from that. This is a free-form discussion. I like talking about going outside of things, but I don't know about the politics stuff and religion. I don't know about getting into that. It's not that kind of show. Nope.
Who would they have cast in it that wouldn't have made people mad? Nobody.
Nobody.
I don't think. Like, who was casted,
Oh, yeah, who was it?
A couple of no names.
Oh, did they just... No, like, big celebrities gonna put their name on some, like...
Exactly.
Garbage like that.
Exactly. But that's what they wanted. They wanted...
It's not gonna be George Clooney.
No, is that what...
This probably is about what they wanted.
Yeah.
No, he's not gonna... No big name celebrity's gonna do crap like that. No.
He's gonna do crappy, not porn.
Yeah. Ron Jeremy is Mr. Gray.
50 Shades of Hedgehog.
I just thought of the word chili dogs.
There's a Sonic fan fiction called that, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. If it's something we've thought
Or
of.
50 Shades of Blue. Did you know that the world's longest piece of literature is a Super Smash Brothers fan fiction?
Really?
It's like almost 3 million pages or something.
That's...
Yeah, that's a lot of free time.
Now, are we talking original Smash Brothers? Or
I think it's Brawl.
It's
Super
Brawl?
Smash Brothers Brawl fan fiction.
Okay, we got to get the most characters in. Yes.
As if you'd be limited to what characters you could put in.
I mean, speaking of which, you've seen the trailer for that for E3 with the
Animal Crossing villager.
Animal Crossing and Mega Man.
Oh, Mega Man was so cool.
Oh, man.
They did such a good job on that.
And the Wii Fit trainer.
Yeah.
That is going to be weird. I actually think I'm looking forward to that character the most, just to see, because they can do whatever they...
There's another thing where fans got upset. People got pissed off about that.
Well, why?
What is clearly a creative and original idea that also shows a major part of Nintendo now.
Yeah.
Apparently shouldn't be in Smash Brothers.
People taking it way too seriously.
Yeah.
Like, what are they saying? Oh, we don't want to be preached to about how we're big fat gamers.
Yeah.
How we're playing the one Wii game that requires the least amount of movement.
Well, like, their thought process for it was, this is a character slot that could have something else in it. And it's like, that's not how it works.
No. It's a character, technically. It's creative. It's definitely wasn't expected. Do they just want the same cast over and over again?
And the characters to get progressively more obscure.
Yeah.
Until you're playing as Eggplant Wizard or the mole from Mole Mania.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I man, they should just let Sakurai make the game that he wants to make, because in the end you'll end up with the funner game, more fun game.
Yeah. See, exactly. You let the creators, as if the creators are being pigeonholed or being, not pigeonholed, being, kind of limited by what they're allowed to do because of the fans, you're going to miss out on so much. You're just going to miss out on what could have been.
It's like when they fired Dan Harmon from Community, but kept making Community. I'm like, but that's not the same show. Like it feels like all the things that are happening to these characters is not real because he didn't come up with it. It's not really. It's only tangentially related to what we're talking about, but it's. I don't know.
Yeah. But on the flip side, what's his name from Ishimori, for the Mega Man guy? He's not allowed to touch Mega Man.
Yeah, Kenji.
Inafune. And we're getting Mighty Number 9. Have you looked at?
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Have you looked at their Kickstarter lately? They're up to 100.
It's like 1 million. I think they're at 1 million now.
They're almost at 2 million. It's like 1,900,000 or something like that. If they hit 22 or 2.2, they're going to make a Wii, Xbox 360, and PS3 port of it.
Cool.
And that is awesome.
I'm so glad it's doing well, because it's just like right in Capcom's face. Like, look at this. This is basically Mega Man, and people want it.
Time out for a sec. But anyways, just to kind of, we should probably start wrapping this up, because we're going to start repeating ourselves pretty soon.
Yeah, I forget what we said and what we haven't at this point.
Yeah, so, fans, calm down.
Yeah.
Take a chill.
The moral, yeah, let creators create and
just back off.
Yeah, your job is to just take in what they make, not tell them how to make it.
And you know what? If you think you can make a better Batman movie,
shoot one in your backyard and send it to us.
Seriously, do it. Film equipment and, editing software and stuff is cheaper every day. Mm-hmm. If you think you can do it better, do it.
Yeah.
So, but, whatever.
Oh, that brings up another thing.
Yeah.
People using other people's intellectual property to make a fan movie. Because a lot of times, like recently, there's been a lot of Kickstarters to make fan movies, and it's like, no, you can't do that. You can't ask for money to make a movie on a property you don't own.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
Because you can't sell the movie once it's done.
Yeah.
So people are trying to, back end it. Right, yeah. That just sucks.
If you're that talented that you can make a movie like that, and some of these are really good looking and really professional looking, make up your own characters. Or even make characters that are similar to those characters.
Yeah, you know what? There's a fine line between being an homage and ripping off. Just make it, if you're making a Batman movie, make it a owl or condor, or, something similar enough to where it's your own.
People will get the point and they'll enjoy it.
Exactly. Well, we were talking about the Mighty Number 9 thing. He's basically Mega Man.
Oh
yeah.
He is basically Mega Man, but you know what? He's different enough, and people get it.
Yeah, so just do that. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm making a Metroid movie. Give me money." No, make a space bounty hunter movie.
Yeah,
that takes a lot of themes and ideas you enjoy.
Strong female character
named Spamus.
Spamus.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, I couldn't help.
No, that was great. But that's just do it.
I guess that's the difference between an artist and just somebody, is that you understand how to take the themes and the ideas from things that you like and combine them into your own product.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
do that. It's not that hard.
No. Listen, if three monkeys can sit around a mic for an hour and talk about nothing, you can go out and film your own little cheapo movie or, short film or whatever.
Yeah, instead of expending the energy you expend to complain, use it to create.
Just creatively use that energy. That's it. That's exactly
the key.
Yeah. Wow. I think we almost made a good point.
I think we did.
We are almost intellectual. That may be a first.
We've actually made a good argument and came around to a solution.
And now that we've identified that we've done that, we've probably just blown our entire
Yeah.
any cachet we've garnered with the audience. We've blown it.
Yeah. Oh my God, we did something.
But anyways, I think that's a good place to wrap it up for.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we? This is. I know I said I didn't really want to talk about behind the scenes stuff on the show too much. I want to try to keep it on the show. But how often do we want to put these out? It's because I think keeping it on if we put these out regularly, that'll make us more likely to do it.
Yeah.
And be better for the listener and everything, so they're not just waiting for whenever. I don't know. Every 2 weeks?
Yeah. Like, I want to say weekly, but that might be too much. But bi-weekly is probably pretty good.
We are all busy adults
Yeah.
with stuff going on. We'll say every 2 weeks. And who knows, maybe in the off weeks we'll come up with something like a little 5-minute review of something or something. We'll just say in 2 weeks we'll come back and we'll do this again. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
And we're still gonna do the movie commentaries.
Oh yeah, we'll stick those in here sooner.
Yeah.
The one that we did for Highlander, it's not gonna work because one of the mics was off. It sounded like I was yelling from the room. There could be only one.
What about the Interzone one? We could use that as one.
Yeah. I gotta pull that Interzone one off.
That was really good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're talking. Okay, we can talk about this off mic. Okay. So I guess until 2 weeks from now, this has been the Nerd Overload podcast. Make sure you check out the site, which will be up.
When this goes up.
You will know what we're talking about when this goes up. Trust us. Next time we may talk about what was that other topic you wanted to talk about?
Penny Arcade. I'd like to talk about Penny Arcade.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about all the mistakes, and all the problems that we're having with them. That's enough for its own show. I think.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that in 2 weeks they're still going to be doing stuff that we will be all up in arms about.
In 2 weeks. Mike will have said something else stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's seize that for now. We'll come back to it in 2 weeks and go from there, okay? So that's been the show. Is there any way we want to sign off other than see you later?
I can't say pizza out anymore, can I?
No, you can't say pizza out anymore, unfortunately.
I mean, still could. It'd be right up there with Kiss Your Dad Square.
We need something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. We'll think of something. It has to come naturally. So for now, bye.
For now, that's been
That's been show.